Well, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Well, it's evening time for us right here, but good evening time. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome to JJPB. First time here, hit the subscribe button. If you like Mr. Machine, hit the subscribe button. If you like me, hit the like button. So, I got Mr. Machine on the horn. Go ahead, Mr. Machine. Tell him hi.
That's how it goes on your likes now.
Yeah, no. Well, at least I ain't got a graphics card that's going to suck my light bill dry, you know?
Yeah.
So that's a good thing. You'd say hi to everybody?
Hello.
See, there you go. Welcome to the Minority Report. We are the minority, and we are reporting to you live right here at the Castle of California. But anyway, I wanted you guys to know that I'm just making a couple little changes. But in the future, I am going to be making some positive changes. Hopefully, y'all like the changes that I am making. So I'm going to go ahead and just get into what I have to say, Mr. Machine. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Let's see. We got Get Gotti. Good to see you. Minority Report. I don't see. No. Look at what it says. The PC Minority Report. It says PC. That means this is a PC channel. It's not the Minority Report. It's the PC Minority Report. But good to see you anyway, Mr. Get Gotti. And Dakota, good to see you too, my friend. I see you in there. You're second. You always put second, you know. Machine, I guess he's got first. He's on first. You're on second. Who knows who's on third?
Yep. But who's on third?
Who's on third? What's on second? I don't know who's on first. So, all right, let's get the party started, guys. Let me get what I have to say off of my chest. Then we'll take some comments and see what you guys are going to be writing in the chat, of course. So, alrighty, everybody. Tonight we are breaking down NVIDIA's new and improved Restir, R-E-S-T-I-R. And I'm going to explain in plain English, no PhD required, no school teacher's credentials needed. So let's just get into it. Here's the deal. Restir is NVIDIA's secret sauce for making path tracing actually run in real time. It's the algorithm that decides which light rays that matters. Okay, which ones that don't also. And how to reuse the good ones so your GPU isn't wasting time or burning energy. The new version, the upgraded Restir, is basically NVIDIA saying like this. This is how they're saying it. What if we could make path tracing way faster without lowering the quality? And somehow they pulled it off. The improved Restir gives you up to 2 to 3 times faster performance in path trace scenes. Not DLSS, not frame generation. This is raw algorithmic speed. It's the lighting math. The lighting math itself gets cheaper. So I like how they're taking software and making it cheaper, I think. But what does that mean for you? Well, this is what it means. Cleaner lighting, less noise, fewer flickers, and way more stable motion. I gotta fix that. I didn't fix my color, But anyway, all the little artifacts you see in the path trace games, the shimmering, the ghosting, the weird blotches when you move the camera, this new version cuts a lot of that out. I mean, a lot. It also handles scenes better than you think. The changes, it handles it better. So if something moves, or if you're swinging the camera fast, or a new area pops into the view, the lighting doesn't freak out. It doesn't. It stays consistent. Now, here's the important part. Now, listen to what I'm saying very carefully. Don't think that I need a PhD to read this to you guys. Okay? This isn't a driver update. You can't turn this on tonight. I mean, you can't. Game developers have to integrate it into their engines. But once they do, path tracing becomes way more realistic for mid-range GPUs, like my 4070, or a 5070, or a 5070 Ti. Everything doesn't have to belong to the high end. They're bringing something down to the mid end. So the better they bring it to the mid end, the better I'm going to like it. Trust me. So you got to think Cyberpunk, Alan Wake 2, future AAA games, all running smoother, cleaner, with higher fidelity lighting. I don't know, guys. This is the biggest jump in real-time lighting since DLSS first dropped. I mean, I have to give it to them. If this comes out sooner than later, it's going to bust the market wide open for NVIDIA. So tonight, we're going to talk about what this means for the future of graphics and how it affects AMD and Intel. We all know how it's going to affect them. And whether this pushes us closer to full path traced games as a standard, hopefully. So what do you guys think? Let me know what you think. Put your thoughts into the live chat. Or if you're just watching this as after the live chat's over, put your thoughts on the video and leave it there on the description, what you think. So, why does this matter for gamers? Let's start asking the questions here. Why does it matter for gamers? So, let me break down why this actually matters for regular gamers. This isn't just a tech demo thing. When Restir gets adopted, mid-range GPUs suddenly get access to lighting quality that used to be locked behind a $1,500 graphics card. Yeah. This is the kind of upgrade that changes the baseline for the entire industry, I think. So, I like it. I want to see more of this. I want to see them do this. So, but let's come to the point. What does it mean for future gamers? Ugh, my nose is like bothering me. Ugh, sorry, guys. Sneeze time. Sneeze time. Okay. So what does this mean for future gamers, guys? Well, this upgrade basically tells us where the graphics are actually going. Studios like CDPR, Remedy, Capcom, they're all pushing towards full path tracing. We know this. NVIDIA's improving Restir means those studios can hit higher FPS without sacrificing visuals. So the next wave of games, that's a question. I think they're going to look insane. That's what I think. So, but here's the real big hoopah. How does this affect AMD and Intel? I don't know. Now we're here. Now here's the interesting part. Restir is algorithmic. Sorry, I can't get my words out right. Machine knows that. I can't say words worth the crap. But
I'll say it for you. Algorithm.
Algorithmic.
Yeah, algorithmic.
Yeah. It's not tied to CUDA cores or tensor cores, guys. That means AMD and Intel can benefit from it too. If they implement it, period.
They'll lock it out of the other ones.
Yeah, I know. The 7,000. Yeah, 7,000 series, 6,000 series ain't gonna see none of it.
6,000 series. Yeah. They'll lock it.
Oh yeah, they'll definitely do that. But you know that means AMD and Intel can benefit from this too. But that's only if they implement it. That's the thing. So this isn't just an NVIDIA win. This could shift the entire GPU landscape just by software. Okay, so let's do a real world example. Just stay with me on this. And don't forget to hit the subscribe button if this is your first time here, and hit the like button. Keep YouTube busy as well. So, real world example, guys. Think about it like this. Cyberpunk 2077 overdrive mode. Right now, it's kind of gorgeous, but heavy. Real heavy. With improved Restir, that same scene could run smoother, believe it or not, with less noise and without relying on so much hard on DLSS. That's the kind of uplift we're talking about, truthfully. What do you think, Machine?
If this can work on cards and not cost more to perform, it'll be good.
No, this is software that's absolutely free.
Right.
That's only if the game developers put it into their games.
Which means they can put it into the older games too.
Yes. That means every game can get a free swipe of this. So, viewers' engaging moment. Let's think about it. Let me just think about this moment. You guys let me know in the chat. Do you think path tracing is going to become the new standard, or is this still too heavy for mainstream gaming? What do you think? I want to see where you all stand on this. Let me know. Let me know where you guys stand on this. Cyborg, good to see you, my brother. Knowing NVIDIA, you will need a 6000 series graphics card. Oh my God. You're probably right there, Cyborg. You're probably right. But you guys, let me know what you think on this. Hello there, Hybrid. Good to see you. Dr. Blitz, good to see you.
What's it called again?
It is called... Bless you. No, that's not what it's called. It's called Restir. R-E-S-T-I-R. So, I figure I'd give everybody a couple minutes to chime in and tell me what they think about it. You know, this new Restir that they're thinking about. Right now, it's just a white paper, guys. Right now, it's just a white paper. So, path trace, Hybrid says nope. Path tracing looks good till you start moving around. Well, that's what this is supposed to take care of. It's supposed to make things look better. Okay? Straight up. It's what it's supposed to do. It's what it says. But guys, this doesn't magically fix every performance issue. But it does remove one of the biggest bottlenecks in real-time lighting. It's a foundational upgrade. The kind of stuff that they quietly change in the background for the next couple years, kind of thing, to where we're not going to see it and we're not going to recognize it, but it did make it spotlight. Somebody did catch it and brought it to the front of the foreground. I think the reason why everybody's looking at the next big thing is because it's not just the hardware, it's the software. So, bottom line, NVIDIA just made path tracing cheaper, hopefully. Hopefully they make it cleaner and faster. And once developers start using this, the graphics jump is going to be out of this world, I think.
Yeah, it makes supposed to increase path tracing 2 to 3 times.
Yes.
So it's going to reduce latency.
Yes. That's what I'm telling you. I'm just doing the long route.
Yeah. What I'm seeing here, it's a single sample per pixel every frame.
Yeah.
So it resample multi-bounce and direct lighting paths obtained by path tracing. So it does the math differently per frame than it does right now, making it more efficient.
Exactly.
Hopefully using less memory as well.
Uh-huh.
That would be the trick. I can't find anything that says it's going to improve. You don't need the hardware to run it, but
no.
I've got a funny feeling you still do.
Well, see, it's not the hardware that matters. It's so much as how they implement it with the software. That's going to be the trick. Because if they can remold it, repurpose it, then a lot of, I can't guarantee it, but I would like to see mid-range graphics cards and, bottom-end graphics cards get some kind of life. I really do.
It's going to increase performance by 100% to 200%.
Yeah.
NVIDIA's RTX projects. So it'll work for anything that's RTX. Like Black Myth, Wukong, the older games will work with that too.
Oh, yeah. It'll definitely be something new, I think. Let's see. Let's see what's being said. Okay. I think games look good enough these days. This is hybrid.
Wow. So it produces a more accurate image 3 times faster.
Yeah. No need for frame generation. That would totally take frame generation out of the equation and make your hardware run smoother with less heat and give you better quality.
Microsoft, the latest version of DirectX and shader model standardizes shader execution reordering that improves performance by 24% already.
Right.
And 370% in Blackmouth Wukong if you put them together.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
That's not bad.
Yeah.
I would love to see this. That means that you can get another 7 years out of your 40 series, and hopefully it extends all the way down to the 20 series and gives 20 series even more life.
So this says it isn't out, but it's already in games.
But what specific games?
It gives a list here.
I think that's what everybody would want to know is what.
Cyberpunk, Alan Wake 2, Resident Evil, Requiem, Pragmata.
We'll have to do that next week and check path tracing.
Indiana Jones, yeah.
We'll have to check next week and do a live stream on the path tracing. Because if it's giving it that much boost, then that means me live streaming on my 4070, that thing should be rocking like no other. On Cyberpunk. Did they say what settings at 1080p, 1440p, or 4K?
No. It's just an article that's given a basic rundown, pretty much.
But they said it's really not out there yet.
It is, but it's not. So the developers have it.
But they haven't implemented it.
So the developers are already starting to implement, but before the software comes out. If that makes sense.
Yeah.
So it looks like it's going to be something that's going to happen relatively quickly.
All right. Oh, I guess we'll have to just wait and see, guys. As simple as that. We'll just have to wait and see. If it comes out to be something like balls to the wall and, it's going to make all our older GPUs wake the hell up again, hey, I'm all for it. Machine, I'm all for it, man. I mean, seriously. Let's see. What are you guys saying out here? Let's see. I think games look good enough these days without it that people don't really care. They would prefer at this point more FPS and refresh rate. I meant path tracing. It's still too heavy for current hardware. Drops FPS too low.
It might not. This might make it so that way it's more doable for the hardware you have.
Yeah, but he's saying we haven't mastered 4K 240 FPS yet. He's right. We haven't. I mean, we're nowhere near that. Not even with the 5090. We're nowhere near that. I mean, I have no idea why they're focused on path tracing. I'm just going by the article and what I've found in the article, and I'm just bringing it to you guys' attention. If the trick doesn't affect FPS much, then I'm all in for it. Yeah, like I said, hey, all we can do is try it and see what's going on, right? I mean, that's the best way to do it, right, machine? Try it and
Mhm.
see if it works. So, after we got that bit of news out, now we're gonna shift gears, guys. I told you I got a couple things cooking tonight. So, while we're talking on a processor note, that was GPU processor. Now, let's shift our focus around the CPU processor side. So, we're talking about a processor that refuses to die, refuses to slow down, and refuses to leave the spotlight. And guys, I'm going to bring this up. The AMD Ryzen 7 5800X3D. The AM4 legend, the chip that broke the rules, the chip that made history. Now, I know a lot of you already know that the 5800X3D is good, but tonight we're going a little deeper, I think. We're talking about why this CPU became a phenomenon, why it still dominates gaming years later, and why, and it's always a crooked letter, the hype is around it. I mean, seriously. Just won't go away. It won't. It just won't ever die. And trust me, once you understand the full picture, you'll see why this chip is still one of the most important releases AMD has ever made. Seriously. So, I mean, I don't know, Machine. What do you think? I mean, guys, let's start with origin. The 5800X3D wasn't supposed to be mainstream product. It was an experiment, believe it or not. AMD wanted to test 3D V cache on a consumer CPU. They didn't know if gamers would care, truthfully. They didn't know if it would sell. They didn't even know if it would even work, believe it or not. And then it dropped. And the entire gaming world flipped upside down. Suddenly, this little AM4 chip on a platform from 2017 was beating brand new Intel CPUs. I mean, it was punching above its weight class. It was outperforming processors that cost twice as much, and it did it without high clocks, without crazy power draw, without exotic cooling. It won with cachet, pure, raw, beautiful cachet. Everybody loves it. Why the 5800X3D hit so hard? Why did it hit so hard? So why did this thing hit the industry like a meteor? Like a meteor, the one that comes out of the sky and goes boom kind of thing, and you got to duck for cover in case it's got, you guys know the point. So it's going to be simple. The game engine loves cache. They love fast access to data. And the 5800X3D gave them a buffet. 96 megs of L3 cache, more than anything else in its price range at the time. It was a pretty good price range. That cache changed everything. It reduced memory latency. It fed the cores faster. It kept gaming loops tight and efficient. Suddenly, oh my God, The games that were CPU bound started breathing again, kind of something like that. And here's the part that shocked everybody. It wasn't just good at launch. Not lunch, launch. It aged like fine wine. Every new game engine, Unreal 5 engine, modern open world titles, simulation games, and they all benefited from that giant slab of cache. So, now, what do you guys think? Is it something that's good, bad, or ugly? It's got to be. So let's talk about AM4, because the 5800 X3D didn't just succeed. It resurrected an entire platform. People who were ready to upgrade suddenly said, this is what people were saying, hold on. I can drop this into my old board, my old motherboard, which I'm going to do, and get next gen performance? That's a question. And the answer was yes. And believe it or not, you can. It still spanks on the 7000 series of AM5. And it still spanks on the 9000 series of AM5. It makes its name very carefully. That's why they say it's 5800 X3D. So, you didn't need a new motherboard. You didn't need DDR5. You didn't need a new cooler. You didn't need anything, truthfully. One CPU, one upgrade, and your entire system jumped forward a whole generation, believe it or not. That's why the 5800 X3D became a cultural moment in the PC hardware industry. It wasn't just a product. It was a lifeline. It was AMD telling AM4 users, guess what? We're not done with you yet. And that's what they're saying. But now here's the wild part. It's 2026. We've had Zen 4 for how long? We've had Zen 5 for how long? We've had multiple generations of chips, and the 5800 X3D is still relevant, still competitive, still showing up in the benchmarks. Look at Hardware Unboxed. Look at Gamers Nexus. Look at Linus Tech Tips. Look at all these big-time reviewers still using the 5800 X3D. Why? You got to ask yourself, why are they using it? Why is it still relevant? Machine, do you know why it's still relevant, man?
Yeah.
We're going to tell you in a moment. Because the cache does not age. Cache does not go out. It doesn't go out of style. Cache is timeless. So when they put the cache in there, they put it in there for life until you burn out the CPU. Modern games, especially big open world titles, are more heavy. They're more CPU heavy, more than ever. They stream assets constantly, guys. They rely on fast data access, and the 5800 X3D still delivers that, believe it or not. That's why I want to get my hands on one. This is why you still see people recommending it. I have no problem recommending it, only if the price is good. That's the problem. This is why it still sells, because it has the horsepower. And people are not going to pay $900 for horsepower. They'd rather go with something that's at least $300 or $400, at least. Well, at the most. This is why it still trends. It's not nostalgia, guys. It's performance. Okay. Let's talk about the community side of this. Because the 5800X3D did not just win benchmarks, it won the hearts of the gamers and the PC community. People love this chip. They defend it. They celebrate it. They make memes of it. They call it the AM4 King, the budget god, the last samurai. And honestly, to be honest with you, they're not wrong. I mean, I got the 5700X, and I'm looking at this 5800X3D like it's got its teeth. It's like Jaws. It's got its teeth. This CPU created a whole new wave of content. Upgrade guides, benchmarks, comparisons, overclocks, experiments, overvolting tests, you name it, it became a movement. And even today, guys, when somebody asks, and trust me, they're going to ask this, what is the best upgrade for AM4 systems? What's the best upgrade for your AM4 system? The answer is still the same, the 5800X3D. And you can ask anybody out there, they're going to tell you the same song and dance, believe it or not. So let me know in the chat who is here still running a 5800X3D. That's what I want to know. Is any of y'all running a 5800X3D? That's the question. And if you upgraded from something like, let's say, a 3600 or a 2700X, how big was the jump for you? That's another question. I want to hear your stories. So make sure you guys get them in the live chat comments. Let me know what you think. And if you watched the video from beginning to end, then don't forget to leave your comment on the live stream video, which you can do because it'll be an instant replay. So, alrighty, guys, let's break it down. The tech in simple terms. Let's just break it down. No engineering degree required. The 5800X3D works because it keeps more game data close to the CPU cores. It keeps more data close to those CPU cores, right? Think of it like giving a processor a giant backpack full of everything it needs. Instead of running back and forth to system memory, it just reaches into the backpack and keeps going. Less waiting, more doing. That's why FPS goes up. And because it's cache driven, not clock driven. That's where everybody makes the mistake. They think they got to push more clock on it. It has nothing to do with the clocks. It has to do with the cache. It's cache driven. And it does not need high voltages or high power. You don't need to reach out into the sky and grab your power lines and shove it into your CPU just to make it work. That's not how it works. It's a balancing act. Machine, you know I've said this 1,000 times about the balance your system out, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's called balancing your CPU with your GPU. Get them firm on the temperature, nice and low. Right now, my GPU is running at 35 degrees Celsius. My CPU is only running at 49 degrees Celsius. In here, ambient temperature right now. That's it. My GPU is running below my ambient temperature in this room. And it's 81 in here, bro. Why are they running cooler than my ambient temperature? Do you guys ever think about that? It keeps it stable. I know that much. Here's the part that hits differently for everybody. The 5800X3D will be remembered as one of the most important CPUs of the decade. Not just because it was the fastest, not because it was the newest, because it changed the industry, believe it or not. It proved that cache matters. It proved that old platforms can still compete. It proved that innovation does not always come from brute force. Sometimes it comes from being clever, really. Like I said, balancing act. This chip forced Intel to rethink their designs. It pushed AMD to double down on the 3D cache. It influenced the entire Zen 4 and Zen 5 lineup. This is what started the X3D Zen lineup for AM. What? AM5? It shaped the future. So here is the bottom line. The AMD Ryzen 7 5800X3D isn't just a CPU. It's a movement in PC history. It's the underdog that became the champion. It's the upgrade that saved AM4, and even today, it stands tall as one of the smartest, most impactful processors ever released. If you own one, you know. If you're thinking about getting one, you'll know. And if you're watching this stream tonight, you just witnessed the story of a legend. How does that sound? Machine.
Well, let's see how long. I mean, it looks like AM4 is going to be around a lot longer.
I'm thinking it's going to be around another 5 years.
It's going to be a 20-year platform.
Yeah, it could be. I was thinking 15, but you're thinking 20.
It ain't dying.
Yeah. So what do y'all think? You know, what do you think, Machine? Should we ask them what we think? You know, what do they think?
Sure.
I mean, I got a couple good opinions on it, and a lot of people are very excited about it, that AMD is going to, for the 10th anniversary, kick it back up. Give it one last hoo-ha. That's what I'm saying. What do you think, Machine? Give it one. Give it one last ride. That's what it's going to be.
They've been saying that for a couple of years now. One more time, and then another one comes out. One more time.
Yeah.
I found out some more information about Restir.
Okay. Go ahead and bring it up, man.
They're using RTX 5880 to do the testing.
All righty.
That's Ada Lovelace.
Yeah. You said 5080.
5880.
5880?
Yeah, RTX 5880.
Oh, 5880. Oh, okay.
Yep. So it's working on Ada Lovelace tech. That's about the same speed as a 4090.
Yeah.
Compute wise. So if it works on Ada, that means it should work on the older GPUs, at least to the 3000 series.
So is this more or less like saying, like Jensen said in that one video, 4090 performance with the 5070?
Maybe.
That's what it's starting to sound like. It looks like he's actually getting it there. He's got some serious shit to this, bro.
So we have an updated version of Restir that's called Restir PT.
Restir potty training.
Yeah, potty training. That's pretty much what's going on. It increases the speeds another 15 to 20%.
Shit. I want to see it in the games. I want to see it. That's what I want to see.
Engineers are saying it's close to production ready.
That's pretty close. That's within a year.
Yep.
Damn.
From what I'm seeing here.
That's within a year.
I bet you it comes out with 5.0. How much you want bet?
Yeah.
And then they're going to lock it out of fucking everything. You won't be able to test it. How much you want bet? The NVIDIA's going to...
Yeah.
They'll be like, this is all part of our new 5.0. So if you don't have a 5000 series card, sucks to be you.
Yeah, but somebody will reverse engineer that real quick.
Yeah, then you have to buy whatever program that is.
Yeah, brother. Most definitely would have to.
You never know. They might. I mean, they did 4.5 for everything, so.
Oh, that sucks. I got frame drop.
I'm going to send you this article because it goes into detail.
Okay.
It explains what the engineers are actually trying to do.
Oh.
And it's interesting.
You're going to send it on my main.
Yeah. Where are you?
I'm over here. I am over here.
I love the title. It's fucking crazy.
Oh, so this is a video.
No, it's not video.
I was by PC Gamers.
No, it's by.
It says PC Gamer.
I sent you the right one. Yeah, PC Gamer. Yes. It's on Yahoo Tech.
Yep, it's by PC Gamer. Jacob Fox. Okay, well, I'll just explain it to everybody what it says. Okay. And this says NVIDIA researchers have found how to make path tracing much easier on GPUs. Ray tracing is one of those technologies that's mighty impressive, but also seems like it takes mighty amount of time to get it right. We saw the first proper go at it with the RTX 20 series, and we're now 3 generations on and still relying on workarounds to achieve global illumination. One technique is to help path traced lighting. More efficient is Restir. And now NVIDIA researchers claim they have improved the performance over 2 times. The research lays claim as, now understand this, research has laid claims as an enhanced version of the technique called Restir PT Enhanced, and explains how these improvements are made. So
there's a lot to suck up through here, bro.
Holy shit. There it is.
What is?
The actual paper.
Oh yeah, yeah. I'll tell you what, man. It's a lot. People are making a lot of noise about this. You know, I'll keep this one on my back burner for a moment. You know what I'm saying?
Well, what is an unbiased large kernel we use?
Unbiased large kernel? You mean an unprotected large kernel?
Yeah, that's what it uses.
Yeah, that basically it's going to tap in the kernel, and it's going to tap right into the BIOS of the motherboard, like some of the game developers do when they put that anti-cheat in there. They reach all the way into the bottom ass end of your motherboard and pull out its lungs and say, "You're going to do what I say." That's basically what they're saying. So that is a little bit large, brother. So
yeah, I'm looking at the paper.
Yeah, it's supposed to have a lot of mathematics to it. I just tried to make it as easy as possible when I brought it up tonight, bro. I didn't want to make it too confusing. You know,
yeah, when they're talking about that, by the way, the kernel, they're talking about the kernel as in the program itself that runs the path tracing kernel, not the actual system.
No, there's only one kernel that they use, and that's adapted to your system.
Okay.
The game, you're thinking about a game kernel compared to the actual kernel of your PC? No.
Yeah.
It all connects. That's the actual kernel of your PC. The importance of that is because that controls every aspect of your PC. That means your graphics card, your CPU, the whole 900 yards. The kernel is the boss of your PC. Period. Nothing outweighs the kernel. Nothing. Not even you physically trying to break into your computer. You can't outweigh the kernel. Because the kernel is basically the number one tool that's in your PC that's going to keep it running. So for them to tap into the kernel means that they're just rerouting and tapping the DLL files and the exe files, and all the extra files are being tunneled through the kernel. That's what it sounds like to me. You get my point, right?
Yeah, it's just not saying that, but it doesn't have to for it to be true.
Right. So we got one more topic to talk about tonight, brother. We can always circle back on this one after I get done with this topic.
Right, yeah.
So you keep looking to see what you're looking on. We're gonna move up and on. Okay. Last topic I want to talk about tonight, guys. So, something that a lot of people didn't expect. The AMD Ryzen 9 9950 X3D2. The chip that was supposed to be the next big thing. The next gaming monster. The next 5800 X3D moment has finally been benchmarked. And the reaction, oh my goodness, across the community is basically everybody saying disappointment. Not anger, not outrage, just that quiet, heavy feeling of, really? I always said that. Really? That's it? So, let's be honest, guys. The hype around the 9950 X3D2, I even forget the name sometimes because it's so awful. I mean, the hype around it was massive. This was supposed to be AM5 Redemption Arc. Was it? The return of the gaming crown to the spiritual successor to the 5800X3D, the chip that changed everything. People expected a monster, a generational leap. No. A CPU that would crush Intel, crush the 9700X, crush everything in its path. And instead, what we got was a chip that feels like it's holding back. So let's talk about the numbers, because the numbers don't lie. Across multiple reviews, multiple reviewers test benchmarks, multiple GPUs, and the story is the same. The 9950 X3D2 is the fastest, yes. Is it efficient? Yes. But it's not the monster people expected. So, in gaming, it's barely ahead of the 9900 X3D. In some titles, it's tied. In others, it's behind. And in a few cases, the regular non-X3D chips are matching it. Believe it or not. This is not a 5800 X3D moment, people. That's not what we were waiting for. So, why is the community reacting this way? That's the question. It's simple. Expectations. The 5800 X3D was a miracle. It came out of nowhere and changed the entire landscape. It resurrected AM4 and it embarrassed Intel, and it became a legend. But people expected the 9950 X3D2 to do the same thing for AM5. But instead of a miracle, we got a mild improvement, a safe upgrade, a chip that feels like it's playing it too safe. Here's the truth nobody wants to say out loud. The cache isn't the chess code. It's not the cheat code. It used to be. It's not a chess code. It's not a cheat code. It's not any code. And the second set, between having two sets of caches on each CCD, really didn't matter. Back in the Zen 3 days, gaming engines were starving for cache. The 5800 X3D fed them like a buffet. But today, engines are more optimized, memory controllers are faster, DDR5 is faster, latency is lower, supposedly. So when AMD slaps 3D V-Cache onto a Zen 5, the uplift just isn't as dramatic. It's really not. It's not that the 9950 X3D2 is bad. It's that the industry's moved forward. They want something better. Now, let's talk about the elephant in the room. The price. The 9950 X3D is expensive. And when you're paying that kind of money, you expect domination. You expect a clear winner. You expect a CPU that leaves no doubt.
But the benchmarks don't show that domination. They show marginal gains, small wins, situational improvements. And that's not enough at this price point. If you look at Reddit, YouTube comments, Discord servers, the reactions are reactions are the same everywhere. I mean, seriously. $900 for something like that. It's embarrassing. And the reactions are like this. Why is the uplift so small? Why does the 9900 X3D look just as good? I mean, why does the 9700X is still competitive? Why does it feel like a side grade? People aren't mad. They're confused. They're frustrated. They're trying to understand how a flagship X3D chip can feel like this. Average. Makes no sense. Let me read what we got going on so far. So, hello there, MTBK. Good to see you, my brother. Everything hardware related will be a disappointment till the 6090s to piggyback off of. I do agree. I tested out a classic game, which is just as fun as the new thing, and it's 20% GPU load on Intel integrated graphics. Not bad. What do you think of the Infinity Fabric? Well, I think they should flush it and go back and make new fabric. Because obviously they keep screwing up the Infinity Fabric, even on CPUs. So, you're like George Carlin of computers. Thanks, I appreciate it. I try to be. I really do. I like George Carlin too. Good thing you brought him up. Maybe I'll go see him next week and have dinner. Who knows?
Yeah, no.
Why do you want maybe George Carlin be like a very
He's
good?
Dead.
Well, you got to bring. Well, I can bring the afterlife.
Next week.
I'll bring the afterlife.
No,
Why not?
not next week, Drake.
Oh, okay. Yeah, there's too much to ask for right there.
Yeah.
Of course, there will be faster hardware, but when it comes to having fun with video games, there are no excuses. It's a AAA game from more than 2 decades ago. CPUs plus GPUs power less than 6 watts. Yeah, I know, man. It doesn't change. It's the same old, never changes. Something like that, right, Machine? But, here's my take, guys. This is the part nobody wants to admit. AMD is just playing it too safe. Real safe. And, I mean, if they really wanted to come out of the box, they would have gave us more horsepower with that CPU. But they didn't. They didn't push the clocks. They didn't push the voltage. They didn't push the cache configuration. They didn't take risk. And when you don't take risk, you don't get miracles. How's that sound, Machine?
Yeah.
So let's compare this to the 5800 X3D for a second. The 5800 X3D was a gamble. And AMD took a regular 5800X, slapped a massive cache stack on it, and said, let's see what happens. And what happened was history. So, but the 9950 X3D2, it feels like engineered, controlled, predictable, safe.
and safe doesn't win hearts. Let me know in the chat, guys. Are you disappointed with the 9950X3D2? Or do you think people expected too much? I really want to know. I want to hear your take on this one. I really want to know. So, Machine, are you writing in a different language?
What do you mean? No.
Oh, that was MTBK.
Yes.
Okay. I get a cup of coffee, man. Like Randy Savage, Macho Man suggested. Yeah, I know. I'm making sure I'm reading, guys. I do have eye problems, and I got to look close at the screen. So bear with me on that. I am reading everything you're putting in this chat. Just to let you know, reading everything. Okay. So you guys let me know if you're disappointed with this CPU right now. Let me know. I really do want to know. Okay. Let's see what we got. Use case to niche right now.
Yeah.
But I think I'll improve as workload reminds me and stuff. My PC died given a bunch of 12C errors. Your PC died because you were putting in something that was in legacy mode. Your PC died because you're using something that wasn't compatible with the motherboard. There's a white paper out there that's on that specific Wi-Fi 6 card that you plug into the PCIe lanes. There's a white paper on there. It says it crashes certain types of motherboards. So you might want to look that up and see what kind of motherboard, and if yours was a part of that one, you might want to take and get a refund on that Wi-Fi controller. And take and get yourself one that plugs into the USB port. That would be safer for you. Right, but I'm saying it would be safer for you to get one that plugs into the USB 3.0 port. Because with that one that you're trying to run, and if you're not running a Wi-Fi 6 system for your router, that's not going to work for you at all. You're going to get less speeds. So it's going to be a waste of your time and your money. Send it back. Trust me. Just telling you what I know. I was using the same configs, and I have been using for 2 years with no issues until now. Well, maybe if you got a Microsoft update, that could have caused it. But there is a white paper on it. I'm just telling you what I know, that it does cause issues with certain type of motherboards. You put the picture on Discord. I looked up what it was, and that's what I found out. I'm just letting you know what I found out and relaying it to you. Okay? Relaying it to you. I won't upgrade it until they stop the 2 CCD system to make it one 16-core, 32 threads. I do agree with that.
Yeah.
I do agree with that 100%.
Yeah.
Hello there, Dara D. Welcome back. Good to see you once again. I'm going to check specifically every single device that uses the 12C Bro, nothing uses 12C protocol anymore. I got Wi-Fi 7 on this motherboard, and it doesn't give me a problem. MTBK says, other than that, maybe they can make a 12-core CCD. Might suit better needs, or his better needs. And the rest wait for more Intel Lakes, Nova Lakes, and Razor Lakes, and Titan Lakes, Hammer Lakes, and Butthead Lakes, and man, you got too many lakes, man. Damn, I ain't swimming. And I'll see if it's soldered or not. Okay. Well, you check on that there, Mr. Official, and see what you can find. All right. Now back to the story that I am doing right now. Now, let's be fair, guys. The 9950X3D is not a bad CPU. Not even close. It's efficient. Yeah, it's cool. It's fast. It's great for creators. It's great for mixed workloads. It's great for people who want one chip that does everything. It's got 2 CCDs, but one chip that does everything. Same thing as having 8-core 16 threads, one chip, do everything. So the second CCD on the second one doesn't make sense because it gets parked. So what does this mean for AM5? You guys know the answer? I don't. But I'll tell you, it means that the platform is stable, mature, reliable, but it also means the days of massive, shocking performance, jumping all over, it's over. AM5 is now in the refinement stage. Small gains, incremental improvements, polished performance, and that's fine. But it's not exciting. So here's the bottom line. The AMD Ryzen 9 9950X3D2 is a good CPU, but it's not a legend. It's not like the 5800 X3D moment. It's not a platform-defining miracle. It's a reminder that not every generation can be historic. Not every chip can be iconic. Sometimes products is just fine. And in the world where expectations are high, fine feels like a disappointment. So let's talk about it. Is the 9950X3D 2 a miss? That's a question. Or is the community being too harsh? That's another question. Guys, I want to hear your thoughts. Drop it in the live chat, or if you're watching this video after the fact, leave your comments on the video. Let me know what you think. I really want to know what you guys are going to think. So, just as the Ryzen 5 3600 is still relevant today. Actually, kind of, yeah. If it tends to blow up a little bit, might be considered a budget CPU in a few generations. Well, you know, I'm waiting to see right now. I want to get my hands on the 5800 X3D, but the 9950X 3D 2, not for $900. I mean, we have to look at the consequences. what AMD did. And here, I'm not going to bash AMD. I'm not doing this. But what they did was they picked a selected amount of reviewers to review this CPU. Some of the big reviewers did not get the 9950X 3D2. They didn't even get it. They didn't even get a call. Some did and some didn't. So there's a lot of butthurt moment going on in the interweb right now. And you guys know what I'm talking about. You think they're butthurt there, Machine? They didn't get a sample. They're kind of butthurt.
Yeah, but we all know.
Well, now
they didn't even have to test it. We all knew it was going to happen.
Yeah, but you know, like Hardware and Box trying to play it off like I didn't know what was going on, kind of thing. You know what I'm saying? That is the biggest goddamn cop out in the world, especially when you're talking to somebody and you mentioned you're talking to somebody for the last couple weeks over this situation. How can you not know about this? That's all a bunch of BS because all the big reviewers talk with each other. But they leave the small reviewers out. They don't talk with us. The small content creators, they don't talk with us. No, because we don't have millions of subscribers, I guess, because they don't like talking with us, because we're not special. But I'll tell you what, maybe one of these days, AMD, NVIDIA, Intel, all these companies might think this channel is special. They might. And in September of this year, we will be 4 years running. I can remember my first year, somebody telling me I should get out of making videos. You know what? I am still here and I am still rocking. Obviously, you know what it looks like, Machine? If they were so bothered by my videos, why are you answering me? You know what I mean? If my videos were not interesting, then why are you here? You see what I'm saying? So yeah, I am a 3-generation builder. How's that sound? I'm waiting for you to say 3 generations. Are you that old?
Yep.
Yeah. I've been doing this 30 plus years, 3 decades. So I am still here. I am still building and I'm still doing my thing. I got this one right here. I told you guys what I'm going to be doing with that. And this is a DDR3 system. And I'm going to stoke it up with the 3060 12 gigabyte. And it's going to be rocking on an SSD. This right here, this system right here is $50. And adding a $345 graphics card, this is less than $400 for this PC to be gaming. So you guys get the point now. You know, this will become a rocking little monster soon enough. What was that? Machine, did you do a booper or something? Huh? You plugging your phone in?
Yeah, the battery is 20%.
Yeah, that's why I heard the boo 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 boo.
Yeah.
That makes sense. So, okay, another piece of news that I'm bringing to you. AMD is getting ready to discontinue some motherboards. The 600 series motherboards are going to be discontinued. When? We don't know. We will find out, and we'll let you guys know soon enough. As soon as we get, it's official. They said they were going to do it, but we just don't know when. And if you guys find out when before I do, just shoot me a line on Discord. Let me know. I'm sure we'll find out either way, but they're going to do away with the 600 series. Reason is because they want to move everybody to the 800 series. So that means if they're forcing to kill that 600 series lineup, guess what? Soon, right behind that's going to be the BIOS updates. So if they're doing a little bit of a change and they want you on an updated motherboard in order for you to get BIOS updates, then I suggest you take that into consideration right now. What do you think, Machine? I'm already on an 800 series motherboard. So. Yep, you got that right, Mr. Official. 600 series includes the B650. Now the 800 series motherboards includes the B850. So if you're not on an 800 series motherboard and you're on a 600 series, then it's going to become an outdated platform sooner or later. So that means support goes and fades off very slowly. Could be a year, could be 2 years, could be 3 years, could be 4 years. Who knows? Whatever AMD decides. So, I hear you there, MTBK. I do hear you there on that one. I was reading what you said on Zen 1. But yeah, I figured I'm bringing this news to you guys right now. Just to let you know, everything's not peaches and cream. So, what do you think, Machine? You got anything you want to add to this?
Nope.
You want to roll back and do a circle back to what we were talking about in the beginning?
I put some research, the actual research papers on Discord.
Okay.
So if they want a little deeper dive, it even has the mathematics involved with how they do it.
Yeah, for restir.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's if they
stuff too. I put that research paper up too.
That's if they want to take a look at it. That'll be up to them. I'm not going to bore everybody with it. I'm just going to say go have a go have a. Yeah, bro. I don't know if they're going to do it or not. This might take a little longer than usual for them to implement it. You know, because well, Nvidia is usually they're on top of their game. If they say they're going to implement something, they're going to implement something. You know,
sometimes they do it without anybody knowing about it, like the 4.5 deal.
Yeah, that is true. That is true. They did do that, didn't they?
And after the whole DLSS 5.0 debacle, they probably won't be saying too much about any of their future stuff.
Nope.
In my opinion.
Well, it's because people keep bashing them. That's the problem.
Yeah, they keep bashing them, so they're just gonna be like, hey, coming out today, RTX DLSS 5.
Oh, I wasn't. Look, I don't bash any company, right? You have to understand that. I wasn't bashing AMD over this and the 9950X3D. It's still a great processor. But for $900, they got the 9950X3D, not the X3D2, but the X3D for like 738. And they got the what? The 9800 X3D for like 4 something, or 9850 X3D for like 4 something.
Yeah.
And they got the Intel. They got the Intel 270K Plus for like 350. So do your homework. Yeah. I could already tell you the 270K Plus is a really good one. And so is the 5800 X3D. It was keeping up in gaming. Those are your two contenders to the big ones at top. But for me to go and buy one of those big ones, Machine, you know me, man. Yeah. Mid-level, entry level. That's it for me. For me to go and get myself a 5090, forget it. For me to get a 5080, forget it. For me to get a 5070 Ti, maybe. It's a 70 class. To get a 5070, probably. For me to go and get, let's say, on AMD's side, I don't know, bro. I don't think they got anything that is really going to work with me, but probably the 9070. You know, the price is good. $611 or $620 does everything the 9070 XT does, except for the clocks. But that really don't matter. It's just the performance. That's what matters. So for $611, that's still the same thing in my wheelhouse, because I paid $599 for my 4070. Actually, I only paid $100, but the cost of it was $599 at the time, and I got mine a month after the launch. So mine was fairly brand new. And I got an overclock model too. And it still rocks. So let me see what you guys got cooking on here. Are they going to start selling the pop-in new one-piece trackpad modules? Don't know. Laptops are going to be something that's going to be for somebody else's channel. I don't deal in laptops. Okay. MTBK deals in laptops. He can answer your question right there, but because he's on a laptop, he knows more about them than I do. I know about laptops. I just don't. Right now is not the time for me to do laptops. Right now, I'm just establishing my channel desktop-wise. So that's where I keep my focus. Yeah, well, no, that's fine. I understand. You're making a statement about framework. It's not a problem. But it's just not something I'm going to dabble in, because that's a company that I know nothing about. Just like with Asus laptops or Hewlett Packard laptops, Acer laptops, Livono laptops, you know, Microsoft laptops, Intel laptops, AMD laptops. The market is so broad, I really haven't had the interest in it. But when somebody needs my help with one, yeah, I'll work with them. But, Machine? But But when it comes to me owning one, I still got to think about that, guys. I'd still take a full desktop portable style. I would take and stick a full desktop in a big suitcase and get a portable screen. You know, take my keyboard and mouse, portable screen. Got Wi-Fi on it, so don't have to worry about anything. Just connect and go. So, I can't lie. I wish AMD had a 5090, 5080 equivalent. I would have went for it. Well, you know, they did at one time. It was a prototype. They had the 7950 XTX that was supposed to reach up to 3 gigahertz on the clocks. But you know what? They never released it. That was supposed to jump out before the 7900 XTX. That was supposed to be the 4090 killer. They choked. And now they turn around, and now what are we getting? The 9070 XT. The 5070 Ti competitor. Yeah. Guys, you have to understand why I'm taking my slow time with this, is so you feel the pain as it goes along. I don't know what to tell you. I don't even know if AMD's ever going to come out with something that's going to be balls to the wall, that's actually going to take us to the next level. It seems like NVIDIA, AMD, none of them want to, even Intel, none of them want to take our experience and blow us out of the water to that next level. I have not seen it yet in over how many years? These companies do nothing but keep it at give us 5%. It's the 5% rule. Every time they do a new launch, they're only giving us 5% more, 5% more. It takes over 20 generations to get 100% out of these companies. It'll take 20 generations for them to even get us up to 100%. So when they get done nickeling and diming us to death, then you'll understand. That's all they're doing, is nickeling and diming us, because they know we're going to buy the product, because they know we need it. If they know we didn't need it, they wouldn't nickel and dime us. If they would actually come down to earth. Like I said, that's the reason why I did the Towers series. If you actually follow through in my words, you would see that this is what these companies are doing to us. Nickeling and diming us. So, yeah. That's the big reason I went for the 5080. I don't blame you. I would have did the same damn thing too. Truthfully, I would have. I wouldn't have hesitated, because the 5080 is actually going to give you more performance. Even the 5070 Ti is still, the 5070 Ti that Machine's got, and he'll tell you, it reaches almost to the 5080. And it still can reach almost beyond the 9070 XT performance. This is what they don't tell you. I'm getting a personal experience from a man that games all the time. And he's doing it with the 5070 Ti. Tell him, machine.
Yep.
Tell him your experience, man.
I love it.
Does it feel good? Does it feel it rocking? What's it feeling like?
It does everything I need it to do in 4K.
There it is.
So
there it is. There's your answer.
I do have to utilize software every once in a while, but that's only when it's like really like I want to run ray tracing, path tracing, then I have to really use the software. But
yeah, but they even got to do that with the 5090, bro.
Yep.
So it doesn't really matter. What matters is that your gameplay went beyond your expectations right now. Compared to what you first had when you first started into this to now, tell me your experience, what you felt back then.
Yeah, GT 1030. Yeah, the 5070 Ti is a little bit better.
A little bit better? Really? Oh, my God. He says a little bit better, guys.
It's a little bit.
He says a little bit better. I hear you there, official. I hear you. But I'm still in the 40 series lineup for the RTX 4070. And I still got it. I'm still using it. I'm still rocking with it. 4070. 5090 experience. 5090 performance. Oh, did I say that wrong? I said that. Ugh. 5090 performance. 4070. If you go and look on the charts at Tech Power Up, 4070 is still reaching for the next level. So, if it's rocking out the 6800 XT, it's rocking out the 7800 XT, and it's reaching the heights of the 7900 XT. It's getting there. Software is taking it there. Oh yeah, the 4070 is great. I've been rocking with it 3 years solid. You don't see me switching many GPUs. The reason why is because I want to make sure I get 5 years out of this GPU. I want to make sure I get 5 years. I got 2 years to go. Right, machine?
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to get 5 years. Because I don't beat the piss out of my equipment. I don't run overclock 24/7. I don't. I undervolt my CPU and I leave my GPU at stop. So I don't need to beat the hell out of it. It runs fine. So, really amazing for what it is. Yeah, it is. But this is not just NVIDIA that made that 4070. Asus made this 4070. Asus put the cards together on this 4070. So, my hat is off to Asus for all the credit. Right, machine?
Yep. You haven't had any issues.
Nope. I don't get that weird ass stuttering that everybody gets. I don't get this weird butt fart, artifacting that everybody gets. You know why they get it? That's because they overclock the hell out of their GPUs. Overclock the hell out of it so much and run it for so long like that Guess what happens? You pushed your system VRAM on your GPU so hard you burned out the VRAM chips. You know, they're going to be soon, they're going to be sending it over there to, what's his name, to fix it? Northwest Repair. Yeah. That happened with one hot-headed reviewer, a big reviewer. He popped a hole this big in the PCB of a 5090. Tony over at Northwest Repair he fixed that, and the dude did nothing but crucify him for fixing it. Should have been grateful if spending what, $3,500 on a GPU. Oh, that's right. It's only the consumer's money. It's only the subscribers' money. Didn't get that from NVIDIA. Didn't get that from any of the other sources of other companies. No. The subscribers paid for it. So you forcibly blew it up to make the subscribers pay more money. Does that make sense? It's there to be stupid, I guess. That's the reason why they go with all these other guys. I would rather make sure I keep mine running nice and crispy other than blowing it up. I'm telling you. I'd rather have fun with it than to blow it up. I don't have fun blowing stuff up. I have fun with it rocking, especially on these games. That's where I have the fun. To be honest with you, about video editing, you're first going to learn that it's not going to matter running 8K all the way down to 1080p. Because when it comes to the end of the day, with running such a high load and to get it to go on YouTube is going to be like pulling fingernails. I did 4K, a couple videos at 4K on YouTube, and the upload was like somebody pulling my fingernails for a whole year. That's how long it took to upload 4K. And my system is no slouch whatsoever. Not whatsoever. I could do 4K videos, yes. But for me to get 60 FPS, I do it at 1080p so everybody looks at my videos equal 1-to-1. Even if my camera looks like garbage, I still get my videos out, so it really doesn't matter. One day I'm going to get a high resolution camera, yes. But I'm not going to spend $500 for it. No. There's no sense. Right, Machine?
Yeah.
Even if I put a 4K camera on here, YouTube's already going to suppress the video when I upload it. Because they're going to take 2 to 6 gigabytes and they're going to push it down to 300 megabytes. every video that I can download from YouTube right now that I already uploaded comes back at 300 megabytes. Sometimes it'll come back at 500 megabytes. That's how much they compress my videos. That's why my videos look like shit. Is because they compress my videos. They strip the life out of my videos. So you can do 4K all you want. They're going to strip the life out of your videos. So there's really no sense of doing 4K. Oh, okay, that's cool. Hey, do what you feel is best. If it makes you happy, rock with it. That's all I'm going to say. You know? Hey, whatever makes you into the big leagues, that's all you, my friend. That's good enough. If you make it to the big leagues, there you go. Me, I'm just happy with what I do. I sit here, I talk with you guys once a week on the stream. I drop off a whole bunch of videos all through the week. I have a great time. Now I'm doing a new series, the Towers series, and I'm doing the PC Minority series to let everybody know that us in the minority still have a voice. That's the reason why I said the PC minority, is to let everybody know us in the minority still has a voice. Has nothing to do with any videos that people make or anything else. This is totally different. So, encoder. So the upload must be 4K. So the 1080p footage looks like closer to original quality. Something like that. But I would have to record in 4K, not at 1080p. See, if you go from 1080p to 4K and you stretch it, what will happen is the video will become pixelated somewhat. Then you got to smooth it out and everything else just to make it look halfway good. All my videos are done at 1080p, not 4K, not 1440p, nothing else. 1080p at 60 FPS. Basic. So, yeah, I could do that too, there, MTBK. But, you have to understand. Before I got this 4K monitor by Mr. Machine, of course, I was continuously uploading my videos at 1080p because my monitor locked me out. Well, actually, if you don't have a 4K monitor, it's going to lock you out and it's only going to give you 1080p on your PC because you have to have a 4K monitor in order to unlock 4K. Me and Mr. Machine tested this out. So in order for me to use 4K on my camera right here, I have to have a 4K monitor. This is the crappiest thing that is going on right now. This industry standard crap. In order for you to unlock 4K, unless you have a special camera that unlocks 4K, but you're not going to do it on a 1080p monitor. You're not going to do 4K on a 1080p. No, because it's not going to make sense. Is it, machine? Is that going to make sense?
No.
So it's not going to make sense. You're not going to do it. The only way you're going to do it, well, people have to understand they have to have the right hardware to do the right job.
Yeah.
So, even though that my camera says 4K, it's still 1080p. I can unlock it now because I have a 4K monitor. Now I can unlock the 4K, but truthfully, I could do 4K on this camera. I could do 1080p. Both of them look the same. So, cheers. Makes no sense. But anyway, let me see. Handbrake upscale to 4K. Probably. I run at 1080p, man. It's fine. That means I'm running at H.264. But I have two choices. One, I can run AV1 encoding. Two, I can run H.264. When I live stream, I do it AV1 encoding. Right? AV1 encoding, 1080p at 60 FPS. It doesn't look half bad, does it, machine?
Mm-hmm.
So, if you want crystal clear, then you got to spend the money.
Mm-hmm.
If you want water fluidity, you got to spend the money. But if you want to make it look like an everyday Joe, like I'm doing, I already spent the money. So there's no sense in me spending any more money when I got a camera that works good, I got a PC that does great, and I got a monitor that rocks. Why spend more money? I don't need to. I'm fine with 1080p for personal stuff, but for some of them, you know, well, that's understandable. I mean, that I understand. I mean, and MTBK, I don't know. I've never used Handbrake. Okay, to be honest with you, I really don't need to use Handbrake because that's not. I'm not dealing with, you know, that big time business kind of stuff to where you need to know what's rocking or not. But I don't use Handbrake now. Well, we wish you the best of luck there, Mr. Official. So, yeah, we wish you the best of luck, man. So, but anyway, guys, it's getting late. It's getting late, and, you know, everybody's got to get their bed, sleeping kind of thing. You know, machine?
Mm-hmm.
So, you want to tell everybody good night and goodbye and, you know, till next time or what?
Yeah, everybody, thanks for being on here, being part of all this. Appreciate it.
That's right, guys. It is that time of the night. It is that time of the night. It's the time that we got to say we got to go night-night. So, it's been a long day for me. I've been up since 3 a.m., so it's definitely going to be calling it a night right here. So, Okay, that's not a problem there, Mr. Official. It's not a problem at all. We'll talk at you later. Guys, if it's been, let's do this. If it's your first time here and you've enjoyed the videos, don't be a stranger. Hit the subscribe button. So that way you know when the notifications go up and you know when I post the next video. And hit the like button on this live stream. Hit the like button on the live stream. This way YouTube can start pushing them out there. It takes you guys to do that for me to make this channel grow. It takes your participation to help me grow this channel. So hopefully you will help me out to make this channel bigger, better, and to get it not to where it's, unmanageable, but you never know. I always like craziness sometimes too. But anyway, guys, y'all have a great night. We will see you next week, next Wednesday. It might be 6 or it might be 8 o'clock, depending on what's going on in the real world. But truthfully, we might shoot for 8 o'clock next week, Wednesday. It seems to work out pretty good. But anyway, y'all have a great evening, great night, or whatever you want to call it. And we'll see you on the next video or live stream. Take care, be safe, and catch you later.
Never slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll